Everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Let's Review. Today's going to be a special episode as we're going to review a special little game from Sega from the Game Gear. If you remember the last episode, I reviewed Tails Sky Patrol. In this episode, I'm reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for Game Gear. Let's stop horsing around and get on with this episode. Yeah, this is from Long Plays. Anyways, the intro has something different from the normal Sonic the Hedgehog 2. First, you see Tails running. You might be wondering why he's running. Oh, this. You see Robotnik with those claws? Look what he's doing. Oh my god, he just took Tails. Sonic is like, what? What? Okay, so the story is this. So here's the story. Robotnik has kidnapped Tails, and and the reason why he kidnapped Tails is so Sonic can save him because he's his best friend. And Sonic wants to save Tails, and Robotnik says if he wants him back, he has to give him the 6 Chaos Emeralds at the Crystal Egg. And so he's gonna have to sit. And oddly enough, Tails is everywhere in this game. He was in the title screen, he was in the special zone title cards that you go to, but you can never play as him or unlock him because the point is you have to save him. The whole point of the game is that you have to save Tails. You can only play as Sonic, actually. And if you're wondering why he's in there, it's probably due to, probably because they were probably going to be 2-player. Anyways, this is Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. But actually, this game is actually a lot known, actually, because, Sonic 2 for the Game Gear got a bit of a rep for being really damn hard. And trust me, I played this game before, and trust me, I had a hard time when I was playing it when I was younger. I had a hard time playing it as a preteen. I still have a hard time playing it. The only way I get past it is with the 3DS, because I play most of the Game Gear games on my 3DS, which has a save system, a save and load system, so it basically helps me with the bosses. That's basically the only way I was able to beat games like Sonic 1 for the Game Gear, Sonic Triple Trouble for the Game Gear, and almost Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. I'm still stuck on the, final boss. Anyways, the Chaos Emeralds are needed to save Tails and get the good ending. And how you get them is through finding them in every second act of the game. Aim of each zone. And we just found our first Chaos Emerald. He just found his first Chaos Emerald. Anyways, let's head to the boss. You know what, I'm just gonna increase the time. This game is already hard starting in the first zone, because this boss is actually a little bit hard. Trust me, I had problems with it too. This is the first boss. Literally, this is the first boss. Here's how it's working. Eggman is dropping bombs at you, and it's this whole crab guy. You have to have the bombs hit him, and you have to dodge the bombs. This is a little bit easier on the Master System, because this was also released for the Master System. But it's not easy on the Game Gear, because seriously, you're on a steep hill. Falling to victim for that crabby guy is super easy to do with a slope hill. Dodging bombs, not easy to do. Well, let's just increase this again. Next we have Sky High Zone, which has weird hand gliders, which control like complete crap. And basically the only way how you work is just from mashing the left button. But still, doing that, it's still a disaster. And also, the Chaos Emerald in this zone is actually a bit devilish. You have to jump on some clouds that has springs stuck inside them. If you're wondering why I'm speeding this up is because I want to get more done with my Saturday, and I don't want to spend it doing this. Anyways, you can get the Chaos Emerald either 2 ways. You can do the Cane Glider, which is a little bit tricky to do, or you can do it this way with bouncing on the springs. Trust me, it took me a few tries to get that with the save system. Once I got the Chaos Emerald, I basically speed through it the rest of the game. Oh, by the way, you can't. There's no way to fight the boss with rings. You have to fight the boss with 0 rings, like in the other Sonic Game Gear game, like Sonic the Hedgehog for Game Gear. The first time it will happen where you'll actually have rings to fight the boss is in the Sonic and Tails trilogy. I mean, uh, duology. I think it's duology. Like a game, like it's usually 2 games. Duology. I think it's duology. I'll go with the Sonic and Tails duology for the Game Gear later. Like like the next game I'm gonna be reviewing is the Simpsons arcade game. And I also have a little bit of secret plans for like episode reviews. I'm going to explain that also in the second in that review. Behind it was a secret 1-up. Aqua Lake also is really cool. It has some nice background elements. And this is also the water level. This is actually kind of reminding me of cheese. This and the entire zone is gonna remind me of cheese. Come on. Stupid ads. Okay, here comes. This whole level is a water level. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot slower because the Game Gear is really slow. I'm seriously thinking of cheese right now. Why? Oh, by the way, this zone also has a unique gimmick. There's these bubbles, not like the ones that he just grabbed. There's also these bigger bubbles, and when Sonic jumps in them, like that, he'll be stuck in it. They're basically used to get higher in level. But actually, these are actually a little annoying because if you hit a wall, then it'll actually pop you out of the the bubble. So you're gonna have to be careful of that. How the control is basically this: you can hold left and right to move around, but there's actually a way to control how high it goes. Holding down will make it go slower, while holding up will make it go faster. Sonic is doing a whoa bounce sprite. While this is happening. Well, something actually really bizarre is that something that actually is for this whole act. Sonic is in underwater this entire oh, here's how much the chaos emerald. Hold left. Anyways, like I was saying, Sonic is in this whole underwater maze for the whole level. The only way Sonic isn't good with air. He only has about 30 seconds worth of air. Oh, by the way, these bubbles also that he's in, they actually help with air. And by the way, you know that Chaos Emerald spot? There's actually a way to use that to get back up, because there's also a shortcut you can use. Like, you can skip this whole part because there's a hidden wall at the top. And if you, see there? There's a hidden wall. If you find a way to maneuver back up there, you can take that secret wall, and you can basically use it as a shortcut to skip the whole part. Comanche 64, Comanche 64, I think I found you a shortcut, if you're watching this. And here comes a whale. Ah! He hit his own bubble. Anyways, there's two ways to defeat this boss. Either you can jump on his head, and when he's blowing the bubble, you can have it hit him, or while he's blowing the bubble, you hit him. I think he's taking his time with this one. Just hit? Yeah, that's how you do it. That's basically how you do it. I'm just going to stop having this at 2 speed. Yeah, that's a little bit better. All bosses are annoying, by the way. From the first boss all the way to even the final boss. It's just gonna be annoying. Sorry. the reason why we need the Chaos Emeralds is actually because we need to save Tails also. Like, there, like, in each zone, there's a Chaos Emerald to collect. Oh, here's Green Hill Zone. I'll go the whole Chaos Emerald part later when we get to Scrambled Egg. Green Hill Zone. Oh, I'm gonna give you a fun fact. Do you know that actually the zone order for these zones were actually gonna be different? Originally, Green Hill Zone was originally supposed to be the first zone. Yeah, it's surprising. Why did they make Underground Zone the first one? Well, if if you played Sonic 2 on the Game Gear before, then you probably know that there's spikes in Act 3 to get to the boss. And it's like a ton of spikes, and it'll just like get you all trippy. Like it'll make like going through it like a complete mess. What? There you go. Even doing this on the Master System, it's still a little bit a tricky time to do. I'm also not going to be doing a Master System review of this, since I literally do not care. It just only has really minor differences. And I feel like if I did do that, it would be a waste of time and space on my phone to just make a video like that. At the end of the video, I'll make sure to put a, what you call it? Oh yeah, a video link to both the Game Gear and the Master System long plays, since they're everywhere. Anyway, here's the second Chaos Emerald. You have to use these springs to get high up to find the Chaos Emerald. By the way, if you're wondering what the song is, also, this is Sonic CD. You Can Do Anything, but a Game Gear remix. It's pretty sweet. Alright, here we go. Green Hill Zone Act 3. Where there'll be spikes everywhere and you're gonna have to use springs to help you. Like, see, there's some spikes. You got spikes everywhere. There's spikes and springs getting to the boss. And plus, addition with no rings, and you got yourself a problem. And trust me, from this point on, even for other games, for Sonic games, there's going to be some kind of pathway or little level to get to the boss. It's in Sonic Chaos, Sonic Triple Trouble, which still is the Sonic and Tails series in Japan. It's even in Tails Sky Patrol. I mean Tails Adventure. Tails Adventure I'll review also soon. Also, speaking of episode reviews, I'm going to talk. I know you're gonna see it in the Simpsons arcade game next episode, but I'm actually gonna be reviewing episode games. I mean episodes for my reviews. I worked on one of them, and that's SpongeBob the Splinter. Hopefully you'll see that soon. And then the next one is going to be and I'm going to after doing that one review, it's SpongeBob the Splinter, and after I do that one review, I'm going to do another game review, which will be the Sonic and Tails trilogy. Yeah, it'll be the Sonic and Tails games in Japan for the Game Gear, and then I'll do the SpongeBob Trooper Square 10-year anniversary, and I'll see what I choose from there. If you also notice my have anyone of you guys noticed my schedule for my Let's Reviews? I actually upload like one of the reviews once every 2 weeks. How I do that is basically because I work on multiple episodes simultaneously, just to get them out for YouTube. It kind of puts me in a lot of stress, but I'm okay with dealing with stress. I dealt with stress before. Anyways, I have to review each game once every time. Like, I'm always a busy man. Between school, working on Let's Review, and also, just trying to be normal. but still, it it might not take long to make these videos, but trust me, the amount of time it takes to make actually a Let's Review episode is 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. It depends on how the video is. Anyways, we're at Gimmick Mountain Zone 2, and the Chaos Emerald is hitting him pretty dang well. Like, there's this wall. Like, you see that wall? You think that's a wall, right? No. Yeah, the one that you pass on? Yeah, no, it's not a wall. It's a secret wall that looks like it, which leads to a spring, a spinny rolly thing, and it leads to the Chaos Emerald. Who the heck would think to look there? Seriously. People would think that, hey, it's just a normal wall. But it's not a normal wall. It leads to the final Chaos Emerald. And trust me, it is a little annoying. Oh, by the way, also, there's a way... Oh, by the way, also, I got some good news, also. Each Chaos Emerald you collect, I forgot to mention this, but the game, Sonic 2 is really hard. But do you want to know the best part about it? Every time you collect a Chaos Emerald, like, each time you collect one of the Chaos Emeralds, you are awarded a continue. If you don't know how continues work, it's basically, if you lose all your lives, then you have an extra chance. Like, in Sonic games, if you lose all your lives, and you get a game over, after the game over, you'll be taken to a continue screen, and you'll have a chance to get back in the game. Well, you have 10 seconds to decide. Either you're going to continue, or you're going to fail. Of course, whenever I get that, I always choose, yes, I will continue. Because me just chickening out is just pathetic. Anyways, this is Act 3, which has a little bit weird. I'm just gonna skip through this. Anyways, this is the weird boss. Oh, by the way, dodge the rocks, by the way, that's falling. They can't damage you. And spikes can hurt you too. Just keep in mind. I always wondered why there was no rings in these bosses. Like, I saw in some magazines that there were actually some rings, like in early magazines for this game, that there were actually rings in the game. So probably they were and I actually heard that this game was also made for between 9 months. So probably they were too lazy to either too lazy to add the rings, or they were planning of adding the rings, but probably due to the limitations of the Game Gear. Because keep in mind, the Game Gear can have only like 8,000 pixels. Pixels is not like Genesis that can hold over 16,000 pixels. Anyways, we're at Scramble Day, and remember what I said about the Chaos Emeralds early? You see, normally if you didn't get all the Chaos Emeralds, like if you didn't get the first 5 Chaos Emeralds, you wouldn't this would be your final zone. But since they got the 5 Chaos Emeralds, this will be our second to last zone. The amount of Chaos Emeralds you collect actually depends on what happens. Because here's what happens. So I'll talk about the bad ending right now. You know how you're supposed to say Tails? Well, in the bad ending, Tails doesn't run with Sonic, and he's not saved. Wait, let me just try again. Okay, so if you beat the game without collecting all 5 Chaos Emeralds, then the last level is Scramble Egg, which is this level. And the boss, Silver Sonic, you fight him, and normally he's supposed to drop a Chaos Emerald when you have all 5, you have all those 5 Chaos Emeralds. But unlike normally, if you don't have all 5 emeralds, he doesn't drop that 6th and final Chaos Emerald, and just cuts the credits. And in the credits, Sonic is just running alone. You're just running alone in the dark. And then at the end, he then gets tired from running, and then he stops and looks up in the sky, and he sees a constellation of tails. So it probably means that Tails dies, or Eggman still has him. It's been implied that there's been a theory that the ending was made to show that Tails died. But I don't know what the heck is up with that ending. It seems pretty dark and not kid-friendly. Especially for a Sonic game. Like, we already been through a dark age of Sonic with the whole Shadow the Hedgehog bullcrap. And trust me, we don't want to go through another era again. we already had enough crap eras for the Sonic series. Like, we had the Game Gear crappy series, we had the we had that really crappy, Sonic 3D Blast series, we had that crappy, canceled Sonic Extreme game, which I'll go over soon, because it seriously deserves its own video. And, let's see, we have those crappy Sega Saturn Sonic games, which were just only a remake of Sonic, 3D Blast, and a remake, and just a racing game, which people hated, which was Sonic R, which is a masterpiece of failure. In fact, I probably am gonna have to review that soon. Well, if any of you liked watching Sonic R, stay tuned. I'm gonna be reviewing that soon. Real soon. Anyways, here's the boss that I was talking about. This is a little Silver Sonic. You kind of remember him from Sonic 2. If you don't know what I mean, then you probably see in my Let's Play of Sonic 2. Because I did a Let's Play of this, and I've already recorded all the Let's Plays. You'll probably see it in the summer. Like around the summer. Maybe later, but still, I'm thinking of adding that in the summer. See that Chaos Emerald they dropped? You have to grab it. I heard that there was apparently some way you can, instead of like having the tune, like the Act Clear level play out, it would actually like play like the collecting 8 emeralds collection jingle. But also, when you collect the final emeralds, Sonic will be taken to the Crystal Egg, where it'll go to save Tails. This is a lot more calmer, more funner than the other levels, because Act 1 feels more like a normal Sonic game. It's just fun, moving right, jumping a few times, and basically one of those levels. This makes you feel calm. The best part about it, you can clear it in less than a minute, as you can see. Now, this is just for Act 1. Act 2 is a little bit more complicated. Crystal Egg Act 2 is basically, progressing up level. But you have to progress higher and higher in the level. So, Act 2 is not a go right and you win level. There are also no Chaos Emeralds to collect, by the way. So there's only like 6 Chaos Emeralds. And since we already collect those 6 Chaos Emeralds, we are gonna get the good end. You're gonna get the good ending. All you just have to do is beat the zone, and then you're good. When I actually started making these Let's reviews, I was worried that if I use people's YouTubers' footage, I was worried that I might get copyright strikes for them. But as of right now, I haven't gotten any copyright strikes yet. Well, yet. Now trust me, it's really easy. All I just have to do is just find a video that just doesn't have some commentary on it. Like, I like commentary, but I just don't want to be worrying about it. Because, it probably might ruin the video. Anyways, we're at the final act. I'm confusing it! Crystal Egg Zone Act 3. This final boss is completely crazy. First off, you have no rings in this whole chamber, and you have to defeat Eggman. By spinning in the tubes and also avoiding these yellow pixie dust stuff. Family Guy actually made a joke about it. Like, Peter and Griffin were okay, so here's the thing. Peter wanted to hang out. Peter and Brian wanted to hang out with Joe and Quagmire, but it was Sunday, and they had this whole family thing, and for the Griffins, and Brian and Griffin and Peter went upstairs and decided to jump off the roof without them knowing, and with Peter adding that he got some pixie dust. That's from a magic fairy. Either that, or it was some speed from a fact. Either that, or it was some speed from a restaurant. And what he does is he snorts the pixie dust. Peter, I don't think you're supposed to snort pixie dust. You're supposed to put it on you. But anyways, he snorts the pixie dust, the quote-unquote pixie dust, and it's actually not pixie dust. It's actually just the speed from the diner. And Brian and Peter fall from the ground and fall out of the roof to the ground. And look, we saved Tails. Hi, Sonic. Thanks for saving me. Now I can be friends forever. What? Wait, what? That is so weird. Anyways, the game's over. We get credits. Also, Sonic and Tails running along. This is actually a really cute ending. And it's a lot more better than the dark and, like, the bad ending where Sonic's just running alone. In this ending, Sonic is running through running through a somewhat similar Green Hill Zone, and as it gets darker, with also a little Tails behind him, trying to keep up with his two tails. Thank you for watching this. I'm going to try to review something different for the next review. As I said, the next review is going to be from, well, you know the show The Simpsons. Well, their first they actually had their first video game was, they actually have video games, actually. And one of those video games are actually the Simpsons arcade game. I found an interest in it, and so I'm going to review that next. I literally have nothing else to say. Okay, so I'll put a link for my channel to subscribe to me at the end. I'll put a video for the bad ending thing, so you can probably check it out. I'll put a long play for the Game Gear, probably right here, and probably a Master System review. So I'll probably not have any videos for you to show for myself. Or, wait, you know what? I'll just put a Master System long play, the bad ending, and a video for myself and channel. Yeah, basically that's how it goes. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Well, thank you all for watching this Game Gear game. It's a really cute game. It is hard, but trust me, it's not impossible. If you're good at video games, you might beat it. So thank you, and also thank you for thanking me in the game. That's so nice. When Sonic and Tails are together, they look up in the sky and they see themselves. So, did like Sonic and Tails both die? I don't know. But whatever it is, I guess it means that they're gonna be together for a long time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next review.